What's up, Pirates? Wraith here, and today for our new video we're going to be playing Blackbeard. I just released an article on this, so if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, if you go to my Metafy, it's the first link down in the description. You guys can go ahead and take a look. Obviously, I have a ton of free guides. I've been working endlessly to bring you guys free guides. As you can see here on the screen, I have 4 free guides, and let's go ahead and check one out. So obviously it shows off the leader. I talk about it a bit. I go over deck list. I go over tech cards, and then as well as matchups for this leader. And so that is going to be what I am going to be mostly doing on my Metafy, is just dropping a bunch of free gems. And then as well, on top of that, I'm going to be doing paid videos, paid articles that are really in depth, that are going to be worth the while, or you can join the supporters tier. But back to the video, this is what we're going to be working with here. This is actually the deck list that I show in the free article. We have 3 Augur, we have 4 Burgess, 3 Shiryu, 4 Stronger, so that's only 7 2Ks. And then people are asking me, like, why 3 Augur? But we have Kuzan, right? So Kuzan can technically be anything it wants. That's cost 5 and below. So it can be another Augur. It can be another Shiryu if we need it, right? With the addition of Shiryu into our decks, Zoro's in the meta, so we need something to, mitigate that early pressure. And then for the rest of the cards, it's pretty standard. 4.Q, 2 Vasco, 4 Teach, 4 Lafitte, 4 Kuzan. This card is way too insane not to run. Obviously the Shiryu that pops a 3 cost or below, so it mitigates Zoro pressure, or any 3 cost and below. It could be cheap blockers. It's just another way to, like, go for game, right? Killing a blocker. Finger gun is super standard. We got to run that. 3 searcher event, 3 black hole. I think liberation or black hole is still way too good. 1 liberation. It is the double clear. Can be pretty useful, especially in those aggro decks. And then we have a 4 of stage, which is consistency. All right, so for our first match, we're actually playing a mirror. In the mirror, you definitely want to go second. I think that's very important. Like, going second is so huge, and then finding stage here. So, like, obviously right away we have a great starting hand. We have the stage to find our pieces. We have from turn 1 moving forward, we have a Burgess on curve that we can play that your opponent is going to have to answer. Blackbeard is still one of the top decks. Very consistent. I personally overreacted at the first or like when the set was early on, because I really didn't understand how much aggressive the meta was going to get, how much Zoro was going to be prominent. And while it's going to be very good, like it is going to be faster. The meta is going to be good. It's going to be fast, aggressive. Teach has a lot of cards such as that Shiryu that really put it on top. So if you can just mitigate that early pressure into the Zoro matchup, you're chilling. Most of the matchups are 50-50, if not favored. And so Blackbeard, with the addition of the Kuzan that draws you a card, is like, Blackbeard on crack. I played this deck for 4 months. It'd be stupid if I didn't take this deck to a regional this set. And I definitely plan to. So here we go. My opponent didn't do anything on 3. Usually what I like to do on 3 is play a Shiryu. That way I can get 2 swings in on my 5 Dawn turn. And play a Burgess or play a black hole, etc. Here, obviously, we're just going to cycle the stage. The Kuzan is really huge moving forward. We definitely can play into a Burgess if we have one in trash. And usually, I like to play a Burgess early. If your opponent black holes it, you can Kuzan, then bring it back, and you draw a card, right? So, super good card. I think Kuzan is the play there. Next, we have the Kuzan, or we have the Burgess, and then we just pass. Usually I don't like to take these 5k swings early on after 3 life. I think if you're at 4 life, it's acceptable. Like, he has a lot more cards than me. If I give him another card, it might not end well. And we actually do have our play for our next turn. We're just gonna go Burgess, play Lafitte. We could even Kuzan, right? We could even Kuzan. I think this is okay. I think we're in such a commanding position where it might be okay to take this. But since we do have double search next turn, we can probably give a card and be relatively okay. We just don't want to go down too much in life. So we'll just give the .Q. Because this is a sneaky deck. He can play 2-3 body. The Teach can play like a Kuzan here, play 2 bodies next turn, or like play 2 bodies on his 9 Dawn turn. And then if he has like, obviously his Burgesses aren't going to be, too crazy. We don't need the Shiryu anymore. We'll just take the Vasco. We'll swing 5. But like Blackbeard is pretty sneaky. Like, you can have blockers up and they just black hole. They just finger pistol, Shiryu, whatever it is, KO your blockers. They're going for game. And so it gets a little bit scary sometimes. So I just want to make sure I'm not going down too much in life. And I'm never swinging this Burgess here because then they can just jam into it. So like I'm taking I'm taking 2 5K swings next turn. So me countering that first 5 is okay. He's gonna swing at me twice again. Play another. I definitely don't swing this Burgess. And we got another Burgess. And so this is looking like a pretty simple game so far. Like I'm gonna have 3 Burgesses out, potentially 4 if I can see another one off search with the stage next turn. And it's not looking good for this Blackbeard. But this is how you play the mirror. This is how you play the mirror. I'm not gonna lie. It is one of the worst mirrors. It is one of the worst mirrors. Like I'd rather play 5 Zoros in a row than play 5 mirrors in a row. Cause like that's just how I feel. You know, it's really who can see more Burgesses at the end of the day. And so now I have 2 options, right? I can find a Burgess. Okay, I'm taking the 7. Now I have 2 options. I can find another Burgess to play on my 8, or I can find a black hole and get rid of his. So by him playing his, he just gave me another option. Now I have 2 outs to have optimal next turn. Because I'm playing 1 Burgess. I'm either going to play 2, or I'm playing a black hole, and I'm playing, oh, he's going to try to auger next turn. All right, let's see what we can find. It might be this pistol. I'm not going to lie. It might be this pistol. And we didn't find what we needed, which is okay. It is completely okay. I wish I could play the Kuzan and the Burgess. I think it might just have to be Shiryu plus the Burgess. Get rid of the dot Q. Just because we really don't want to keep this alive if he plays a Van Auger. Because then I go 10 cost and then he goes 10 cost on my Burgess. Van Auger dot Q. That's probably what he's trying to set up. So we're definitely just going to get rid of that dot Q. Just so he doesn't have that option. Because yes, it definitely works. If you go Van Auger -3 onto a Burgess, and then you 10 cost it, it gets rid of his effects. You Van Auger -3. If it is Blackbeard, the 10 cost, and it has no effect, you can dot Q and pop it. That is a thing. All right, now we can go ahead and finish our turn. Let's go ahead and Shiryu, pop the dot Q. And then we're just going to go ahead and play another Burgess. I think that's probably our best play. There's really no reason to swing. We're going to play a 10 cost next turn. While swinging at him 5 times, which is going to hurt a lot. Okay, yeah. So at that point, you know, I had 3 Burgess on board. Like there's not much else he could do. But that's really how the matchup goes. If you go second, you see stage, you know, you're seeing your Burgesses. You have Kuzans to protect your Burgesses when they do get black holed. You can bring them back, draw 1, and then it's just 10 cost, 10 cost, 10 cost, 10 cost. It's pretty straightforward. There's minimal things you can do like that auger combo I showed you. But let's go ahead and get into one more ranked match. All right, we have the second game. It is going to be against a Shanks, which I think personally isn't like the worst matchup. I would say it's probably slightly favored, but it is pretty close to 50-50, right? If Shanks gets second, that's when it gets closer to that 50-50 mark. When you get second, it's pretty favored. And so here we have the Shanks actually choosing first. So I'm not sure if they have a different type of build, what exactly the case may be. But we need some searchers in our hand, so we're going to mulligan. And we didn't find any. Sometimes that's how it is. I would consider this a pretty mid hand. No searchers. We do have a turn 2 play with the Burgess. We could, you know, be flexible with the finger gun. So it's like not the worst, right? Not the worst. We can stall a turn here with this dot Q. So that top deck is basically saving this hand because now he's forced to swing at the dot Q and we get an extra draw to see another card, right? So, and he is not doing that. So I'm not sure. And he has Red Hawk, which is completely okay. I think that's completely okay. If that's the case, we just swing 5, let him keep it in hand. He's not gonna want to, you know, use it on the dot Q, right? When he can use leader effect. But I put him in a predicament where if he uses leader effect, he can't Red Hawk. The dot Q stays alive, right? So now I have a dot Q that is going to live, right? 5 Dawn. I think Shanks are playing Marco now, so I don't think that warrants a. We're definitely gonna give a 1K here. I don't think that warrants me to use leader ability for no on play. So I mean everything's going pretty good so far. We can finally play our stage here. We probably want to get rid of. We want to keep this finger gun potentially. We're probably gonna just go auger.q, pop the Sanji, swing 5, swing 5. Maybe not even swing 5. We do have the leader effect, but I don't know if we get an extra card in trash, which I don't think we do. And I think giving the 2K here is okay. We're going to 8 Don. The Lafitte is probably nice just because like we don't really have plays or options next turn. So we'll take the Lafitte here. We're gonna go Augur. We're gonna go ahead and use the effect, pop this Sanji right away. So he's definitely not regretting not killing that Doc Q when he had the opportunity. His turns are a lot weaker. And then I think we're just gonna go ahead and leader effect here, so our Burgess does not get trashed. And he did Red Hawk the Doc Q, which is completely okay with me. And we'll get. I don't know if I want to get rid of these 10 cost teaches because I think I really think 3 back to back is like way too insane. He can Beckman trash this, but if I leader effect, he cannot. So we'll give the 1K. Okay. We're going to give the 1K. It's the only counter in our hand. But if he Beckmans and uses all 7 Don, he's swinging 5K, which has to go at leader, which I will gladly take. If he Beckmans, he cannot kill this Augur with his leader, right? Can't trash it. No on plays. Okay, even better for us. He's literally just ignoring 7 cost play and just playing a chopper, which is completely okay. I'm going to try to find a 4 cost Burgess. Because if I can pop this chopper, play a Burgess into my 10 cost, it's insane. I'd rather play a Kuzan though, instead of having to play this finger gun. So we're going to get rid of this Augur, see what we get. And, you know, we didn't get what we wanted, but that's okay. I think we still end up just going Kuzan into a Lafitte here. We'll go Lafitte. So this is going to search as maybe a Burgess. There we go. So we actually did get the Burgess. In the end of the day, we trash here. We can just go 6 lead. Okay, he's not blocking, which is fine. Burgess, or Kuzan effect Burgess. And from here on out, it should be barbecue chicken. Like, I'm just going to 10 cost, 10 cost, 10 cost. There's not much you could do. Obviously, his 9 Don turn, super weak. We have, you know, a pretty big advantage here. I don't see a way where the Shanks actually comes out of this. Yeah, that's fine. Lafitte's fine. He's probably gonna leave the chopper up. Yep. And then and I don't even think we're gonna need more than 2 turns, but we should just still search for counter. I don't think we need this 10 cost. So I'm gonna get a searcher. I don't think we need 3. Like, I'm confident we don't need 3. So 7. He has no leader effect. He's probably taking. Yeah, so debating if I want a leader effect. These can't get hit by the Burgess. This can't swing. His best plays like Dragon, go 9/9. I block 1, I can counter 1. I think that's fine. A big thing with this matchup is like when they're on 10 Don, worst case scenario happens, you should be able to just not have to leader effect if the worst case scenario is like not that bad. Here we just give a 1. We'll block 2K. We have a new 10 cost target. Go here. Remove that. Hold on. Before we use that, let's just swing. We might cycle the 10 cost because we probably put him into lethal range here. Oh, actually, I probably want to swing 8s. Well, it's too late now. I guess we'll just keep the 10 cost, right? And grab a 2K. I should have checked trash. That's something to note. Check trash. If you're close to that mark of hitting that next threshold for Burgess, always make sure to leader effect first. No leader effect here is fine. I think we're in a pretty commanding position. This game looks like it's pretty much over. That's basically how you play this matchup. He did give me second though, to be fair. But yeah, you want to just go second. If he has, you know, problematic bodies early on, you want to get rid of him. Your 8 Don turn is a perfect opportunity to go Burgess. And then just 10 cost spam. And yeah, pretty much should not be able to do anything after that point. So let me see. Roger, interesting. If he swings at a Burgess, I think I'm okay. He's going leader. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's game over. Yeah, if I just keep the top decked it, spoke way too soon. We just win. That right there is a master class on how to beat Shanks. Anyways, guys, as we're getting to the end of this video, I do want to say and repeat myself, I have a Metafy where I actually do coaching and VOD reviews if you guys are interested in that. But I want to promote the free articles that I have been writing and spending a lot of time on. It's completely free. You just have to have an account on Metafy. That is it. So go to the first link in the description. First link in the description. It'll tell you everything. You just sign up and then you have all access to all of my free guides. It is insane. I've been putting in a lot of work. I've been putting in a lot of work. And so I hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I will have some more videos out for you guys. But I appreciate you guys watching me and always supporting me. Make sure to like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit that post notification, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.